I'd like to call the meeting to order. We do have our 5 members and alternates. So thank you, everybody, for coming. I would like to just mention that Kathy is in California with family for the holiday, and Kelly may come. I mentioned our students are at the bonfire tonight, and I have not heard from anybody else. You should have that written down. So I think that, Mattia is at a holiday party for her husband, so she also will not be here tonight. Okay? So that's the first thing. So, thank you all for coming. Help yourself to the refreshments. Any opening statements? What do I have to really talk about tonight? I don't really have much as far as I know. Social services, I'm just going to do a plug for you, which you'll probably, I have stuff for you, but are you all set with enough?
Yes, we're good.
You're, okay.
We have close to 50 kids and all the sponsors, so it's good. I've got a couple more that are just doing gift cards, so this will be nice. Depending on how many I get, I'll try to do, one per family in addition to their gifts. So sometimes I like, just stockings or what have you. It's nice to give them an extra.
Okay.
So we'll see. I just got the list over to all girls today for the coats, finally. So they are wonderful. They do a Labors of Love program, if anyone remembers from having kids there, and purchase coats for all of the children on our list. The library is working on books, so I'll plug that. They've got their books up for donation, so they, match the age, gender, and pick a book out that's, fitting for the kid, and it's really nice too. So we'll have the books, the coats, all the gifts, and then the food pantry the Friday before will be their big holiday meal. Not their meal, holiday meal distribution, I should say.
Okay.
They get to choose a meat, they get a gift card, and then they get all kinds of sides they can select. So it'll be really nice. It'll be a busy week.
Very nice.
Yeah. So it's going well.
Okay, so I do want to, I had promised at some point, it's probably down at the bottom, but I had some money left over from the purchases. So I wanted to ask about that, what we wanted to do with it. So we'll take care of that. Kelly is not going to be here. Oh, let's do the minutes. Did everybody have a chance to review the last month's minutes? Okay. So we used to have who was listed as a member versus an alternate is.
But we were up in the air. I didn't want to do that until
Okay.
we got from, remember Ian said
Yes.
to do it. So once you give me the list of,
Right,
because
which,
we moved people up and people accepted in between, so.
right.
at the last
Well,
minute.
actually,
So, and then-
the town isn't doing it, right? Okay.
So I figured once we know for sure, because once you record it, it's recorded.
Okay.
So I figured,
We
I
did it
took
at the
them
board,
off.
the selectwomen's meeting today.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, so
that's what
once
I was
we know
thinking.
who
Right.
she's putting forward and gets voted in and sworn in, and I figured next month we can, because usually they do it by January where they swear them, they go
Right.
to the clerk and get sworn in. So-
Right, so based on my request of who was our current alternates and whether or not they wanted to move up, which both of them did, and that's Tom and Jess, they're moving up to membership, and then Suzanne and Lee are becoming alternates. That was my request. Now, they can do whatever they want as a board, so that may change. So I try to be respectful of who's already been on the board and give them the opportunity to move up if they wish to and then go. So I'm waiting, since they had the meeting today, I'm hoping that I'll have the confirmation and I'll send you out the notice, okay? All right. I have a motion to approve?
Motion to accept that.
Okay, second?
A second.
Okay. You look good?
Yep.
All
All in
right.
favor? I gotta vote.
Anybody, all in favor? Thank you.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, perfect. All right, let's move on to senior services. Kelly was not sure if she was going to be here, so she gave me some notes. All right, so upcoming programs, Travelers Chorale, this choral. I'm saying it the wrong way.
Correct, yeah.
Is it the chorale? Okay, I did say it right? Okay. This Thursday, 12/5, and it's full. So that's wonderful. Painting class is Friday, 12/6. It doesn't say full, but I had a great time. My granddaughter and I did it once, and it was fabulous, so if you have a chance to do it. Holiday dinner is on 12/13, and I believe that was $20 from Notes, and it was Tucker's that was hosting that. So if you know anybody or would like to attend. The nutrition program is 110 of 2025, and she scheduled our financial scams is 124. So I'm assuming that's during the day. So we need to, if we can attend, most of us are working, so if we can, that would be great. So she's got that scheduled already. So that's good. Any questions on that? All right. Social services.
Yeah, I don't really have any updates. The holiday program, like I mentioned, is going well. We are up to almost 50 kids. So I think last we were here, we were closer to 30. So
Yeah.
we've bumped up quite a few. But that's great. We target families who utilize our food pantry. And then anybody else who, may be coming in to me for energy assistance or something. It just seems, in a rough time, that we can try to help them too. So that's going well. Energy assistance is going well. It's, a lot of ups and downs with some of the new programs Eversource has rolled out. It's just, as always, but it's fine. It's working out. We get through it. And nothing else new. We don't really, just trying to get through this season and get to the slow season. So that's that for me.
All right. Very good. Can you just fill me in? And like I said, I have a box in the car for you. So they're not wrapped. You have a name on them. So what do they come in and take them and they go wrap them themselves?
Yeah, so we have folks who donate wrapping paper and bags also. So the bags will all go out because some families, for example, if you're adopting one child, some families or another person may adopt another child. So the two would go together. You know what I mean? Not everybody's piecemeals.
I don't do the whole family kind of a thing.
Yeah, so
Right.
it'll be like large contractor size bags. So I'll take all the stuff for one child, another child, say it's 3 children, wrap it up, tag it, and then they come. So they can
Okay.
see what's in it. It's easier. We used to do them wrapped here and there, and then I feel like sometimes they were unwrapping them. So I was like, all right, I don't want to waste time and resources.
Right.
Just to
Okay.
see what it is, because you don't necessarily know.
Okay.
I don't know what I got you for Christmas.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that used to happen when I was really organized and had, bought,
Always
wrapped,
that.
hid.
Yeah.
And then, oh,
Forget.
look, you got another one. No clue what it is.
So that's usually how it comes together. And then, like I said, that week of, before Christmas, like the 16th, try to get everything out the door.
Okay.
Not a lot of room here for it.
You just mentioned it, I don't know if you wanted to, but I had 2 kids and I picked up some stuff for the other miscellaneous.
Okay.
So, all right. Thank you. Good Samaritan program.
Nothing to report, really. It's quiet.
Okay.
I need to get out there and start pushing it the next time we have an event in town. But I've had other things I've had to deal with, so.
Okay. Thank you. I know it's hard. And I had mentioned I have a realtor in town too that I reached out to that said he has a lot of resources and would be willing to help too. So I don't know what that help means, if it's free or lower pricing or whatever, but if we have people that need stuff like that, it would be good. Okay?
So you haven't had any people need
For Good Sam or for
Yeah.
the Sunshine?
for the sunshine?
Sunshine. I haven't had anyone, particular, anything that came to mind, but
Okay.
it doesn't say that we can't, put our heads together and see, especially during
Yeah.
the holidays. Maybe we can come up with some people.
Okay.
If you have anything in mind, like poinsettias or, something
Yeah,
just to,
some flowers or
yeah.
something like
yeah.
that.
Sometimes, we could even think about maybe doing the fire department, collaborating with, maybe doing like
Yeah,
10 from them or something,
okay.
something in that.
Next week
Yeah.
I'll try to get in touch with
Yeah, we'll touch base.
Well, I just learned my neighbor, 2 doors down, the daughter is 34 and in ICU with liver and kidney failure. And she's been in for 14 days. She lost her job just before the medical stuff started, so she's unemployed and uninsured. And the mother, she's already lost her sister when she was 15. So the mother lost a child already, and then 2 years later lost her husband, and now this is her other child. So that might be something. I don't know what they could use at this point.
Could always
because
do a few fruit baskets.
That might be nice. That might be nice. So I'll talk with you about that.
Yeah,
It's on Surrey,
So
so.
is it the parent or are you thinking of the parent?
Well, I'm thinking of the parent, I was thinking I was going to bring a meal or something just
parent's your
because.
neighbor.
Yeah, the parents are my neighbor and
Okay.
she lived there for a long time. But they have a GoFundMe now because,
Okay.
she has car payments and rent and everything else that obviously
And the
is.
34-year-old lives in town also?
Yes. Yeah. So, and they were really good to help me help another neighbor that her husband had passed suddenly, and she had a 2-year-old and a 12-year-old and had no way to even box things up and move to another place, let alone. So,
Let's together this week. Maybe we
yeah.
can
yeah, okay.
So, okay, I have not heard from Marie, but I think our biggest thing for the review of the website is new names. So once I have those, I will get that over. So we'll have that. And of course, the PowerPoint. I have all of the pictures. I just have to put them together. Our 2024 initiatives. So I think we're going to have to hold off on number 1, and both of them are not here, which is Maya as well as Kathy. But we were talking about doing it in March, maybe March 17th, if I remember correctly, which is the next in service. So we're going to have to hold off on that a little bit. A free attorney elder law program. So we have the financial scams coming. So now the next one would be the elder law program. So I'm wondering, when would we like to try and set that up? I don't know that January is a good month for anybody to be coming out necessarily. So is having that in March, in February, okay, because financial scam is at the end of January. So do we want to shoot for like February or March? March would be our technical lessons on phone and PC.
Probably February then, right?
Yeah, would you like to do February?
Sure.
Okay. And I'm supposed to be calling, well, actually, those were yours, as well as Eden had said that she was hoping to reach out to 2 attorneys that she knew, and I don't have an update on that. So,
You spoke to the one in town.
well, we had free attorney elder law. Yeah.
John spoke to the one in town.
No, you speak. I was saying, the last time we had communications.
Okay.
It was to let them know when would be a good time that you would be looking for, for them to do. So they said in March, just have to get it down so that they put it in their calendar, they're available.
Right,
February, right?
March, February.
February, yeah. Let's see if we can do a February. And I don't know if she's got a calendar. Elise, do you know if she's got a calendar going already for February? I mean, we have Valentine's Day in there, but I don't know what other events she might have.
Let's see, so the most recent one that just came out was it December, January, February? For the
In my
seniors?
pile of mail.
It's right out there, I think I should know. I can find out. It's
Okay,
right out on the board there.
all right.
What, out here?
Yeah, the 3 months that we've got going. There's 3 of them. I think it's December. So February might already be done.
Okay. We'll have to check that and see. If so, we'll have to push it to March then. Okay, I have not done anything with the senior reading volunteers other than doing the flyer. So I'll add that to my list to call Missy and see, or email Missy for an update. We are advertising it, but, you know, I don't know if anybody's really come through with anything. And the Sunshine Fund, we talked to you about that a little bit. Is there anything else you would like to report, Lee?
No. No,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
All's quiet in the Western Front.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we talked about the membership renewals already. So we'll just wait until that comes through, and then I'll send out a listing and let everybody know. New services listing for seniors. Did you laugh at what I sent you?
I wouldn't say laugh. I giggled.
It was pretty much a mess.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out the idea of what you wanted. And I only got it 4 days ago, so it was a holiday weekend, but I was
Yeah.
able to do a little bit, and I spoke to Kelly, or I texted with her. So the idea is that there are resources already there. We don't want to reinvent the wheel, right? So you have stuff like 211. So like when your friends ask about something, you can tell them, call 211. That's
what I do.
That's an easy one. But when I was talking to Kelly, she said that the two of you, you haven't had time, but you want to get some resources available, so I'll help you guys with that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And the idea would be to like, just whatever people are asking you for. So it might be like private duty aid agencies and stuff like that. But I have a question about, there's a million private duty aid agencies. I know a lot of them, and I've worked with some of them, so I know which ones, I like personally, but I'm not everybody. And then, does it matter who we put in there? Are there any reasons not to put certain
Well,
companies or?
That's kind of what's held us up, because honestly, it's daunting. It's just
Yeah.
so many.
Yeah.
So
Well-
where do you, do we just
Yeah.
do local? But then again,
Yeah.
there's some that cover us that are in Enfield or that are in
I just didn't know if
Manchester.
there were like people who have friends who want their names on it, or like, I just don't know the politics of the situation.
And,
To be
and
honest.
I'm with you on that too. My goal for this, my thought process on this is when somebody is going through some horrendous thing, whether it be a real older person or like my neighbors who may need a resource, like how do you reach out when you have no insurance and there's no money to pay their grown daughter's expenses? What are the options? So my goal is to have like a cheat sheet that says, here's some resources for you. I'm not soliciting any of the resources. They might be categorized by, home care versus financial versus utilities
I
or,
mean, there's a million resources, honestly.
Exactly,
I have
there are.
Parkinson's, so there's going to be
But-
Parkinson's, you're going to have Alzheimer's.
Right.
There's so many.
right.
Yeah.
And those can be broken down by the medical incidences as well, if we wanted to get that far. But my thought is, it's so overwhelming for somebody, they don't even know where to start to look at resources. And as we all know at this table, to find resources And we're sort of in the business. We've talked to a bunch of people. We've had a lot of interactions. So we kind of know where to start looking.
Yeah.
People that have never dealt with this before are like over their heads. And they're like, I don't even know where to begin. Except for like, our show, our wellness fair. I would start with some of those that were willing to support us here. And that could be the last several years. I have the brochures from all years, so I could definitely do that.
Okay.
I would definitely do that because they're supporting us that way. But even that, some of them are assisted living or, so you don't want your elder parents necessarily going into assisted living. So what other options are
And
there?
then there are people that do call for that, like say they call from out of state and they'll say, hey, can you tell us what's in the area?
Exactly.
We do want the local assisted living.
Right.
So it's like,
Right.
So, I mean, I could work.
But I don't want it
with
to
you guys.
just be assisted living because
Right. Oh, yeah.
sometimes we do need people to come in the
yeah, it's
house
mostly
or.
that. It's mostly to go into the house. That's
Right.
what we're getting.
Yeah, that would,
Right.
and that's where the care is actually in the future is going to go. Assisted living will disappear eventually, and it's going to be
Well,
just,
stay at
it's just going to be home care stuff, so. So I guess,
Even things like, people will say, can I drop off, or can I get a wheelchair from you guys? We don't have a loan closet, we send them to Granby or we send them
Right.
to, different local towns. Even that, just having like, here's the loan closet
Right.
for rental or loan closets for free and then
Yeah.
other places that rent.
Exactly.
Because I have a relative coming to town for the holidays.
Exactly.
I need this, I need that. It's, it's just such.
yeah, so
you
we can
got it.
get like a whole bunch
It's
of
a-
information, maybe put it in an alphabetical
lot.
order.
Yeah, well, in
so, like, when
categories
they call-
of, right.
yeah, But when they call, it'll be like,
That
durable medical equipment or
Be
wheelchair or
amazing
something.
to have this, but again,
Yeah.
I think it might take us some time to really.
Yeah.
And it
it's a big
doesn't have-
change or something.
Job, I don't
Yeah.
want anyone to think.
Well, it doesn't have to be a one-shot deal either because
We'll just
every
add-
day
just
there's
add to
new programs
Yeah.
coming up. There's
Well,
programs
that's the
that
thing, then you have
expire.
to keep it updated, it's like,
But that's, yeah, I mean, but I can help you guys with that.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
not, so,
and there's housing, what's senior
yeah.
housing.
I mean, there's just,
area.
Right.
there's a million
It's a
things.
million calls for all.
Well, and the problem, at least from my friends that I've been dealing with, is the first time you call somebody and ask questions, then they hound you constantly.
Right.
And that's, I just had that with an oil company. I just wanted the oil price. I got 6 calls in one day after I said, okay, I'll think about it and I'll get back to you because they wanted a service contract. I'm like, okay, now I'm irritated.
Now, I'm not going with you.
Right, I'm definitely not going with you. You've sent me text messages, you Facebooked me, you called me 10 times, and it's different people that are calling me. It's like, okay, stop.
As bad as
stop.
Medicare.
I wonder though if there's a way, just, maybe have others help, like one person works on this this category, one
Yeah.
person, because it is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I do
Yeah.
know a lot of the resources.
Yeah,
and-
as
and
long as you don't
like,
mind. I just
yeah.
feel bad, because I'm like,
No,
it's
it's
all
not,
our
and it's,
problems.
Right.
yeah, and it's always something you could look up.
Yeah.
You could call to, if I don't know something.
Yes.
It's like, there's not a lot in my brain here, so if I don't know something, I'm gonna just like research it.
But for us, it's easy. For them, it's not necessary.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know, physical therapy is usually, you're in physical therapy, so, that's usually referred by a doctor, right?
yes.
Yes, or wherever you are, the facility,
go.
like even a family member can refer, depending on where you are, what facility you're at or home, but.
So she might be able to help you with,
No, I can definitely help you with some of the resources, not a
Yeah.
lot.
But, yeah,
I
but
can
there's little,
help.
like, pieces, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
again, like I can also Google, but
Good.
yeah, I know a
Right.
lot of the home care agencies because I work with them, but I don't know who I would recommend, like how.
Well, I don't think it's about us recommend. I don't think
Yeah.
we want.
No.
We always say that.
No.
We're not telling it. I'm not.
No.
exactly. This is just, here's a list to look up,
Yep.
and do your research.
your own due
I mean,
diligence.
down the road, we might even, put something as the questions that you would ask under each of the categories, because they may not even have a
frequently
clue.
asked questions.
Right, of what to ask. What kind of questions should I be asking if I'm looking, are you licensed? Are you insured? Are you
Right.
bonded? I don't know what the questions would be under each category, but that might be something down the road as well. Again, a handout that you could email,
Would be very
print, whatever.
Yeah.
Extremely helpful.
And we do have the durable medical supplies document already. So that's something,
On the COA site, right?
yes, it's on the COA site. And
COA.
For the commission, the website that you guys have,
Oh.
yeah.
no, we don't have that. No, it's on the town
Oh,
website.
I'm
It's
sorry.
under,
That's what I meant, the tab for it, yeah.
yeah, there's a tab
We don't
for,
have one in town just because there's no space for durable medical equipment.
oh, no, no. And Medical Charm, they didn't show up. They didn't apply this year, so, but they've been here in the past, so. But anyways, so,
Yeah, so there's a lot of topics, but we could just like start. So, and I'll work with the two of you and, you know,
Thank you.
other people.
Yeah.
Not Donna, no.
I do have a lot of resources, but.
Okay, I'll reach out to
well,
Donna.
and
too.
even, and also, not to eliminate Donna, because
We'll do that.
Am I gonna need
no, yeah.
assistance?
No, but there's also, you know, again, what the wellness fair was trying to do, what I try to find people that do in-home hair care,
Oh,
Yeah.
foot,
We do get.
you know, things like
Yeah.
that. That's even, and
Haircuts.
haircuts is amazing, you know? So even people like that could be a
That's actually
category.
very important.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I just do because it's good to give back and help. Because they like to look good, whether someone's ringing the
absolutely.
doorbell or they're just
That
getting,
that makes a huge difference.
yeah.
It's assisted living that has no hairdresser right now.
Oh, you should let me know. I love to do it. I do that and I do
Or they have one day a week. in
special
there.
needs kids.
Not doing memory care, and
Oh.
all the kids in
Memory.
memory care have
Yeah.
their roots growing.
Yeah, my dad was a memory care. Used to go over there and help them.
Okay, so now you have a reference.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, so-
and I know, I just, you know, sat at the computer
Yeah,
like
no, I saw
2 in the
exactly.
morning and just
Yeah.
was like, you know, I went down several rabbit holes and just grabbed,
Yeah.
you know, crap. And just said, well, here's some resources, you know, we can sort it out, but the hard part is, you know, where do you go and what you do, so. So I'm sorry I presented it that way, but if I cleaned it up, you'd probably never get it. So thank you very much. That is very, very important. So I am going to assign
You
that.
know, there's a place for mom, you know, that organization.
Yes.
I called that number and I got, I don't know, a half a dozen or so calls from all different kinds of places. They might have some kind of resources since they're into, you know, finding all these places for you. They might have, if you can hook up with somebody,
Yeah.
you know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
My
Good
mom
idea.
has used them to actually find my grandparents a place, and whoever her person helped like tour a bunch of different independent versus assisted versus aging in places and all the different options based on their income. So she had a really good success with this one.
I hear good
Yeah.
things too.
Yeah, and Marie on our commission actually has been doing it for her mom who is in Florida.
Yeah.
So she's really, you know, either she's going to stay in Florida or she's going to bring her up here. She's looking at both options and she said they've been fabulous to
Yeah,
work with.
they are very nice. It's just, it didn't fit what I wanted.
Yeah. So that's another option to check and see if they have resources.
That was a good one. Thank you.
Brad?
I'll see if I can find the lady's name I dealt with,
Okay.
or that calls me periodically.
Yeah. All right. Very good. So, new business. We've already talked about Tech Time with Teens for March 27th. I said the 17th. So that's what we're looking at. We'll have to hold off and see that. I wanted to talk to Maya and Danny about East Granby Cares Day for spring, just to get some date options to kind of see where we're going to be at, but we'll hold off on that. So I guess we'll table that. Do I need to have a vote to table? Okay. Oh, the next thing is the meeting dates. So we need, that is the attached one that I gave you. So this is the first Tuesday of every month. Is that still working for everybody? And 6:30 PM? Everybody, okay? No changes to be made? Okay, so that's good. So I just took the first Tuesday of every month. If there is something, special that comes up, they tell me that we can't have the meeting or they're voting or doing whatever. So they'll let us know. And typically, we have not met in July and August, except for we've done village visits, which, we may do again if we choose to. One was very productive, and then one was not, and this year it was a little scarce. So is it the weather? Is it the timing? Who knows? I mean, it was like 98 degrees one day. It was like we were lucky we had anybody show up. And Metacomet seems to be a different environment altogether. They don't seem to be as cohesive as Higley. So I don't know if they come out at all. But we'll talk about that and maybe either do the visits or cancel the meetings altogether for summer.
Did we ever talk to them about if they do any cookouts or anything anymore down there? Because that might be, not that we want to barge in on there, but if they're already doing something, I wonder if that's a thought for the summer. They used to.
They have the equipment, at least at Metacomet in the
They
circle.
used to have something down there, but it might be nice if we could say, like, we'll bring, I don't know.
How about an ice cream
Yeah,
social?
yeah, we'll bring the dessert or, something.
Ice cream truck.
If they're already doing it, I don't know. Might be easier than trying to reinvent and start our.
Yeah,
Okay.
piggyback on something that's already existing.
Yeah, that's already happened.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do it.
Okay, I'm guessing that would be an Adriana question? Okay, so I put it on my list to do. Okay. And the next thing is a plaque for Rich. Oh, thank you. So the meeting dates, anybody see anything? I notice it goes into January of 2026 so that it gets approved. And we can at least have one meeting the following year before everything gets approved by.
2026, oh my God.
I know, huh?
Time is going by so quickly.
Can I have a motion to approve these dates? Seconded? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, the next thing is a plaque for Rich. We have the hydrangeas. So I have not seen them, and I probably won't see them for a while, but they have been planted around the pond, and I understand that they're gorgeous. So now we want to have a rock, or some kind of a plaque on a rock or decorative rock of something. So is anybody interested in handling that? Look into,
I think I could work with the vets on that because they had some rocks over here for our area across the street. And I could get some connections for that. So, yeah, let me see what I can do on that.
okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Something like what's down at Winding Hills and Spoonville Road? Those great big rocks?
Well, it depends on what size we want. These-
No, oh,
what size we
okay.
want.
With a,
We have some, I have a series of them across the street at the Veterans Monument. and
Yeah.
I know some of the vets who set that up, so I
Yeah.
can look into that.
Okay.
Do we know what size we're looking for on the rock?
Well, the plaque or the rock?
The
So
rock.
we need the rock, and that, so you want to do the rock,
Yeah.
but not the plaque?
No, we can do
Okay.
both. Yeah, we can do
I just want to be clear.
rock.
I think we're looking at a plaque like this.
Yeah.
And I don't think we were looking at like a huge rock. I think we were looking at, I don't know, like this,
Yeah.
couple of
Okay.
feet.
Yeah.
I think based on previous discussion, Kathy had one for conservation or preservation. She said it was like 2 feet.
Yeah.
at the entrance of something. So I think that would be about, that's my guess.
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
So. And, we want to tie in to Eden just to make sure if she's got anything that she's discussed or has any connections or whatever. Because she did the one for B, God bless you.
Thanks.
And then we should probably, I don't know when, but we'll have to do a follow-up ceremony for that
Yeah.
down the road. Okay?
Yes,
When the hydrangeas bloom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of like June?
Yeah.
June, July?
they start June.
You know.
June, yeah, they're the ever blooming, so. And I'm hoping that by getting unclustered, that they're gonna really put out some flowers. So
Yeah. Now you can see your neighbors, can't you?
now we can back out of my driveway.
Even better.
That's always
Yeah.
Better.
Where will we put it?
By the hydrangeas,
Okay.
which is by the pond,
So
so,
it'd be as soon as you walk up to the, right in the very beginning, I would think, right?
Well, they're
We'll figure it out.
scattered,
Yeah.
like in a horseshoe, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes, yeah,
I have not seen them, so
yeah.
I
See where
don't
we
know.
go.
Yeah, they put them around.
We've got time.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if they'd be in the, and I don't know I don't know what the plaque would say. Donation of the hydrangeas or in memory of Rich for his services to the town.
Yeah.
We'll work on it.
COA or
So-
something.
Yeah, that sounds,
Based on what we get, we'll figure out where to put it.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so I have $41 and change left from the expenses. 42. I didn't add up all my expenses, but it doesn't matter. This is good. So I have $42 and change left from People's Bank. And we have a couple of options of what to do with this. I'll make it 43. We have a couple of options of what to do with this. We can add it to the Sunshine Fund. We have some money left over from a previous year where I got the gifts for free. So we have approximately $249 left in that fund. We spent $160 on stamps for our last, card writing. So that's expensive to send out. I don't know when we want to do another card writing, if we want to do, but, so we have $249 there. I'd like to know what you would like to do with the remaining funds. And other options, recommendations, I'm open to.
Do we have another card writing coming up?
Nobody has mentioned it yet. We just did one, so they did not necessarily want to do one for the holidays now. So I wouldn't expect one. If we want, I think, at least for February, don't the schools sometimes do Valentine's cards for people?
Yeah, they've done it for Higley and Metacomet. And then the Friend to Friend has also done another spin-off, Senior Secret Admirer.
Right.
Which I don't know that we're kind of maybe had a shine for, like the post-COVID times. So, yeah, I mean, maybe that's a good time at the later part of the winter when people are kind of.
Or for spring?
yeah. Hopping into
Yeah.
spring with a bunny or something
Yeah.
like that.
Right, around Easter. spring,
Encouraging
yeah.
people to come to meetings when it's nice out, that sort of thing.
Right, right. I don't know what our response was last time, just,
There was no response. I think one person responded.
right.
Right. And stamps are now 73 cents.
It's,
It's a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And it takes a week to go.
you could do postcards. Aren't postcards cheaper?
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
Get something done with
But I
the
don't think
printer.
I mean, I don't know that there was any response to the last ones we sent.
Well, I don't know that we're asking for a response either.
Because Kelly got called, you know, just saying it was nice to get a card. I think some were curious what it, what's this for? Who's it, you know? Once
Right.
they realized it was just that they thought it was really nice, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, as far as to the meetings, to your point, attendance to the meeting, maybe that's,
It's like pulling teeth to get people.
Well, I mean, and do we really need them to come to a meeting? We really want them to know there's services for them if they need them or are interested in researching them. So sometimes our cards have just said, we're just writing to say you have a friend in town and we're thinking about you. Unfortunately, for me, while that's nice, I don't think we're selling enough as to, hey, we're here to help too. So if you need something, please reach out. Because the purpose to me is to reach the shut-ins that don't necessarily have family in the area, don't have anybody visiting, you know. So we have, you know, we could say something about we have good Samaritans that are willing to visit, you know, call, things like that. I
maybe
mean,
just some bullets, like the tech time, the teams, like just saying some of the upcoming events for COA. Maybe that sort of,
well, I mean,
like a postcard, like you said.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, a postcard might be good, but just to, I don't know.
Well, I think we're going where the money should go, right? So I would go with the $200 that you have, put it
Just
together.
keep it together.
Keep it together?
Yeah,
Yeah.
see what you decide in the spring.
Okay. Yeah, we took a little rabbit hole again. Like, what would we do? All right, so can I have a motion as to what to do with the money?
Motion to put the money with our existing fund of $200.
Do I have a second?
I think
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. I can get this out of my wallet. It's been there a while. All right, perfect. The last thing is, there was somebody this year, we finally got somebody from the Alzheimer's program this year to attend, which was, I've reached out to them every year and I haven't had a really good phone number or an email. So she actually sent me to this website. So the last page of my handout has some, the programs. I just did screenshots of the programs that they list. And I don't know. So there's a community education program for general public. There's a professional education program for paid direct care staff. Representation at a table event, health fair, which would have been good to know that this is how I could request them. And then represented at a panel or a conference, and then other. So, and the audience, what's our audience? General public, people living with dementia, family or friends, care partners, healthcare professionals, or other business organizations. So this is the request form of what they have. And I actually printed out just, you know, it's a lot of information of what the programs are. And I don't know if you really want to look at them, but there is, you know, there's programs such as, you know, 10 early signs of dementia and Alzheimer's. And so there's all of these different types of programs that you can have. And this page actually does the listing. Managing money, a caregiver's guide to finance products, approaching Alzheimer's first responders, dementia, conversations, driving, doctor visits, legal and financial planning, effective communication strategies, living with Alzheimer's for people with Alzheimer's, living with Alzheimer's for caregivers, and early stage and living with Alzheimer's for caregivers, middle stage, and then living with Alzheimer's for caregivers, late stage. So these are some of the programs that they offer. So I just wanted to mention those and see if we were interested in any of them. They also have, so, well, this is from October, so I did this a while ago. Building foundations of caregiving, communicating effectively, supporting independence, responding to dementia-related behaviors, exploring care and support options. So these are some that there's dates on these. So I'm not sure if you join online or something on these, but I do a lot at 2 o'clock in the morning. So.
You've been doing your homework, huh?
So, is this something that we might want to do, or should we wait and table it for when we have Kelly? I have no idea. At least maybe you might know.
Are you thinking program, to do a program here?
Right,
Okay. Like a daytime thing or?
right.
Yeah, I think we should ask Kelly if she has.
If it's a need, if it's a desire, if there's any usefulness. Corinne's no longer with us, but, you know, she went through this with her husband, so she probably would have been a really good one to check with to see what she could have used.
I think we should definitely start, reaching out to them for next fair to have a table here, right? I think
Well,
that's-
definitely,
yeah.
we can't do that until,
Fall, or end of summer.
yeah.
Well,
That's a definite, yeah.
And they do have a program especially for number 3, tabling event
Yeah.
or health fair.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it might be worth inquiring and to ask somebody to come and talk and open it up as a, to the public in town.
Why don't we wait till next meeting and see what Kelly thinks? I mean, just a thought, because she might have, I don't know if she's ever done it in the past or if she's had feedback on
Yeah,
programs
Yeah.
like that.
Definitely.
Yeah, how much response.
in
Yeah, yeah.
right,
They've got to be caregivers, town
Yeah, the
employees.
caregivers.
yeah.
Target audience.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Identifying when your family members starting to show the
Yeah.
signs, like
Yeah.
what you can do, like, do you have a doctor see them, how you get diagnoses, how you get medications, like different interventions you can do to either slow the progression or make sure your family member's safe.
Yeah, so maybe for the first one, ask Kelly if we have any interest in the community education program.
Okay. So we'll table that for now and check with Kelly. We'll keep it on the list. Okay? All right. That's all I had for this meeting. How about that? Comments from the public, which I guess at this point are you two ladies. So Lee,
You lost me.
any comments?
Oh. No, I don't have any at all. I came to support you.
Great, thank
I
you.
figured you might need an extra body.
Figured right.
Yes, yes.
So, no. There's a lot to think about. So,
Anything we can do to help the town people is.
yeah,
is-
yeah. And, get more people involved.
That's a challenge,
I know,
That will be
it
a
is.
challenge.
It's always going to be a challenge.
right?
Unfortunately, at this stage in our lives and the way we are right now, we don't have young people coming into the fold to take over where the older people are retiring off. It used to be a lot more organizations that like the Women's Club and Kiwanis, and they don't exist anymore. People don't have time.
And the women's club does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a rarity, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even the Lions are taking women as well, and
Yeah,
I'm not a Lion, but whenever I know there's a dinner, I try to show up the night before and help any way with whatever, so. Okay, thank
All right,
you.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's okay. Suzanne?
Well, it was another good meeting. Thank you. There's a, yeah.
I look forward to
Yeah,
getting you.
yeah, I'm looking forward to working with you guys, so I'll
Yeah,
be able to help.
we
So I don't want you to
appreciate
like panic and think that there's a lot on your plate. I'll just be
No,
asking questions, saying,
we're
what do you,
appreciative.
basically, what do you need?
Yeah.
And then I'll try to
Thank you.
organize it for you and
Thank you.
just kind of,
Yeah, that's big.
we'll start there.
Okay, great. Thank you. And I am looking forward to the approvals and getting you guys both on board since you're already helping out. So, okay, comments from COA members.
How much do we have to spend on the rock and the plaque?
I don't know that. That might be a Kelly Eden question. You come up with some numbers and we'll let you know if it's too high, too low.
Eden may have already started something. I'll have to call her on that.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know, the first thing was to just get the hydrangeas, and I really was shocked that we got them this year because
Yeah,
it was
I
getting
wasn't
so late, and so it's great that we have them. So,
Well, what I'm gonna say is, since we have the holidays coming up, that everyone have a great holiday, a safe holiday. Enjoy your family and share
You
your love.
too?
yes, definitely enjoy that special time. Elise?
Same, thanks, everybody. Appreciate everyone's support as always.
Great. Pam?
Enjoy your holidays. Hold your family tight.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, thank you. I was looking at when you were walking in, they were blue, and I'm like, oh,
They
okay.
still have their
The
protective
plastic,
on them,
yes.
which I figured because he went to rip them off, and I went, what are you doing?
Right.
Because
Yeah.
they're acrylic, they do
Scratch.
scratch. And then you clean them with invisible glass, not Windex or bleach, or any of the things that I'm not allowed to clean my kitchen table with.
Oh, okay.
Because it dries out acrylic,
Oh,
which is why they all end up cracking.
oh. Well,
Good to know.
the ones that
If you were ever wondering, I
Right.
know way too much about acrylic.
can I have you take them, Elise? And, because you guys,
There's
I'm
6.
sure would use them more than us.
Yeah, because she and Kathy said 3 in each direction.
Where are they from?
Near makes them. This is what he does for work.
I don't know. Okay.
Anything out of acrylic.
Great. Thank you.
Oh, I could have gotten like, Christmas ornaments from them.
I do that frequently. So like pretty much anything.
Oh, wow.
Or foam. I'm foam sometimes.
Interesting. I love knowing people have them.
Very cool.
I'm like, so I saw this on Facebook. Could you make it, please?
Perfect.
Yes, how much does it cost you later?
It's very accommodating.
So Elise, what I'd like to do is they're more useful for you guys in the
And
office.
then for the senior fair.
And then we'll use them for the
Sure.
senior fair, how's that?
Yeah, we'll help.
We'd like to,
Perfect.
Don't use Windex.
Don't,
don't use Windex, yeah. Like, we clean
I
them
use
all the
big wipes
time.
and he still yells at me.
Yeah.
It's like, what,
No,
like bottles.
no
Yes.
index on those.
So, shall we send your husband a thank you, or are you taking care of the thank you?
Just tell him thank you. He does, he's good.
Bring him on, bring him.
Does he like chocolate?
He won't eat that. He's good. He'll be good. He's
He
fine.
made some for the library too.
He did.
Yeah.
He
He's a
did.
good guy.
Yeah, there.
He does. But yeah, he's good.
We can send him a thank you if you'd
You
like.
can try.
You can try?
It's the least.
You
we can
haven't met him. Nerim.
Spell.
Nerim.
Okay. And same last name?
Yes.
Okay,
Can you spell it?
I do. On my cheat sheet, I did. Okay. Okay, acrylic. Cool. I have to put it on my list. Nerim. I gotta spell it right. Okay, I'll take care of that.
The creative spelling that he gets in the mail, though, is always interesting.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I thought, really good.
All right, Donna, do you have anything?
I do. I am the facilitator for the Youth Action Council for the middle schoolers, and they are always looking to learn about the community. And we did do cards for the food pantry, and we did it in conjunction with the high schoolers.
Yeah.
So they are trying to get involved into the community, so it's always something good to keep in mind if there's ever an event that they could get some exposure, because the seniors are intricate to the town, so.
Absolutely.
So we meet twice a month, and we do good things. We made flowers, and we had Warren, I called Warren to see if they would use them for their
They were on
pancake-
display, yeah.
pancake breakfast. We made,
People loved them.
oh, they did
They
good,
did, yeah.
good. They work hard. So it's a program that's really fostering them to be leaders and do good things for our community.
How old are they?
Middle school, from 6th grade to 8th. And then there's a high school group that Jen Kowaleski is the facilitator for, and it's all done through the town with Alicia Fania. And that's 9th through 12th. So they did like movie night, they had Coco the other night. It was really, yeah, it's a good group. We do a lot of good things, so.
You had some comments on them at the pancake breakfast.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, people liked them.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
We told
One day
them where they were from.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, they worked hard. Had a meeting and we made tissue paper out of red, white, and blue flowers that they used for the drive-through that the schools do for Veterans Day. And then they put them on the tables with Mr. Mandrella and all the teachers that help organize that. So they were on display, and then we said maybe they could use them because Warren had mentioned at our COA meeting that there was a pancake breakfast that the veterans were doing. So we reached out to Warren to see if they could use them for decorations around the community center when they.
They dressed up this place.
Very nice.
They did.
Very
So,
nice.
I wonder if they could take part in the team thing, the tech with teams, too.
They could, probably, yeah,
I wonder
most
if we
likely.
could get them hooked up with it.
Right.
Yeah,
If we can get
If there's-
seniors.
yeah,
If we have enough seniors.
if you have enough,
Yeah,
right.
It's always good to have extra.
absolutely.
They might like that.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
liked them. We gave credit where credit was due.
Well, and also, something to keep in mind, which I know it's long-term, but the wellness fair, just having somebody, I ended up running around with the popcorn to our vendors and waters to just keep them hydrated. They were sitting there for hours, so, that's also something that they could do.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know, can they work with our CARES Day?
Tricky only because they do the class up at the high
Right.
school. Now
And
they've
they
made
credit.
it their, that's part of their course.
Yeah, but don't we always have more requests than people that we can service?
They're pretty, we didn't turn anybody down. Maybe one person that came, called the day, that kind of thing. But, yeah, we could think about it. We could talk to the kids at the next.
Or-
And talk to Alicia.
And that's the other
See if
thing
Alicia-
too, is, you have requests for people to do dusting and vacuuming. I don't know if, huh?
Gonna send the kids out to clean house.
I don't know. I don't know I don't know.
Yeah, they're
It's
probably.
just something,
Pardon me?
Tough going inside.
Oh, yeah.
If that's a break.
well, I wouldn't want one to go in alone. I would say it would be like two
We
minimum.
can talk about
Or
it.
an adult with 2 kids.
Right,
Yeah, I'd have to ask Alicia would be more.
Talk about- Yeah,
to
let's see.
see.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just,
But there's
I'm
things that are-
spitballing some
Keep in mind,
ideas.
Because what their charge is to, it stands for, they look at leadership and community and seeing, like, we'll have guest speakers come in. So maybe you would be a guest speaker to come in and talk about, like, what this committee's all about and that it takes place in this town.
Absolutely.
Something like that, the resource officer or Eden, as a select woman. So it's good for them to learn about the community that they live in,
Right.
and do good things for the community, so. And have fun. They're a great group of kids, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
All right, so
would
just
be
keep it in
happy to
mind,
do
And we'll
that.
keep it in mind as well, and I'll reach out to Alicia.
They might
You know
jump
what
to
we could
do
do?
some things more than the seniors.
We could invite them to a veterans meeting. I don't know if they would be interested or not, but let them know what the veterans do. We meet once a month, and just to let them know what the veterans, what our programs are, and what we do, and so on and so forth.
Would you guys be interested in or maybe possibly we invite you to a meeting?
Yeah.
Because
Sure.
they're at,
Oh, yeah.
like, they're in the afternoon.
Sure.
Okay, that's great to know.
Combine
All these
meetings.
connections. Yeah, it's good though. So
Give and
thank you.
take.
Make a
And I would be
rotation
happy
of all
to,
the meetings in
if you
town.
think I have anything to share,
Okay.
I would be happy to do it as a committee member, or also I own my own business for 25 years, so, you know, what is it like to own your own business and the challenges and,
But you have to, I have to
Whatever.
tell you that I'm not the president of the Veterans Group. So I'll, you know, I'm sure.
They're always good ideas.
That's
It's
it.
good to just like put the seed, plant the seed and let
Yeah.
them decide what they want to do. Because we really try to give them charge to take the ball and roll with it. And we're there to just help them.
But I think I can
You know?
speak for the veterans that would be interested. I'm not the president, though, but I'll bring it up.
yep.
Motion to
Okay,
adjourn?
yeah. John's ready. Hey, I was on time tonight. I was like, okay.
No.
You know?
You did really
So,
good. Need a
yes,
second.
motion to adjourn. We have, anybody want to second it?
Second.
Okay.
I'm so
Keep
happy.
it consistent.
All in favor? Anybody opposed?
Nope.
All right, thank you. I didn't get to say my last
Okay.
words, but I
Oh,
will
last
just,
words.
I will just
Not what I
say,
have to say.
it's too late. I just, somebody better take some home, because I ran to Geisler's, like, just to get some damn sweets for this meeting. So please take some home, and I want to thank you all very much for your time and work on the commission, and I wish you a very, very happy holidays. Enjoy your family. I feel very blessed. Around every corner, there's somebody going through something very difficult right now, and I am not, and I'm very, very blessed with that. So please enjoy your families. Look out for each other, help when you can, be kind and considerate. That's it.